very excited to have Isabella with us today. I'm gonna let her take it away, but if you have any questions along the way, please send them here in the chat or in the Q&A button. That's actually better to send them at, and I'll be enabling everything while she takes it away. So thank you so much, Isabella, for being here, and you can take it away. I'll shut up now.
Okay, okay. How long do I have?
You have 30 minutes. You're all good.
Okay, just to know, just to prepare beforehand. Okay. Hi, everybody. My name is Izabela, and I teach English. I'm an ESL teacher based here in Poland. And today I want to tell you a story. And no, it's not a startup story or a tech story. It's just a story of how something small can grow into something which you never planned or you never expected to happen. So it's something that begins very quietly and it slowly grows step by step. And these small steps kind of change your life. Okay. So my English teaching starts like from a classroom. And I started with only 5 students. Right now, I have a school with over 250 students. And yeah, it was like teaching English, my passion. I love being with kids, and I organize summer camps and everything. But my main aim is to motivate kids to speak English. And I noticed that there was a big problem. And what was the problem was that my kids learned a lot of grammar, learned a lot of vocabulary, but the problem was that they could not speak. When you ask them a simple question, everything stopped. They were just quiet and they would look at you. So one day, what I did, I took a picture, and I remember this picture. It was a picture of a fat cat sitting on on a toilet, and it was holding a phone. It was a ridiculous picture. I printed it, I took it to the class, and I just showed the kids the picture. I asked the kid, what color is the cat? Is the cat sitting? Is the cat standing? Is the cat on the phone? Is it on the laptop? And the kids were just so amazed with this picture. They were laughing. And then something magical happened. They started speaking just using this one image I had given them. So it was something really small. It was just a picture, but it was the first spark of what later would become my visual English platform. And I realized that images are what would be used, and if pictures could be used to to spark a conversation, then I would just build entire lessons using images. So I started collecting and collecting every unit, every topic, clothes, food, and everything. And I did not stop. I was like really obsessed, and I ended having one book, and then I ended having the second book, and then I ended up having 10 books. So I have 10 huge books for my kids. But the thing is, it started getting more complicated. So 10 books became hundreds of units, and hundreds of units became thousands of slides. Each slide had a question, each slide had an answer, and it just started becoming bigger and bigger and bigger. And I needed some structure. So what I started, this is just the beginning of how the Visual English platform started. So what I did was like I printed out these cards, physical cards, I laminated them, and it made my life much easier. There was so much chaos because the teachers were mixing the flashcards during the lesson. It was just so like the next lesson, the kids would take the teachers would take the flashcards and they would be all jumbled up and everything. So what I did, I just went, I laminated the cards, and I took a ring and I pinned the cards into one ring folder so the teachers would not mess up with the order of the cards. And yeah, and that's how the visual English started, just by a simple card, and then a simple card became more cards, and more cards ended up being binders and binders. Yeah. So the problem was not the method, the problem was structure. So what I did, I standardized everything, same size, same layout, same numbers, cards on rings so the teachers could flip them without dropping anything. And then the teachers had perfect flow for their lessons and everything. But what happened was COVID hit, and my wonderful laminated cards could not work anymore because everything was online. And they became useless, completely useless. And then everything had to move online. So I saved the slides on a hard drive. I had to update every hard drive. Then I had to meet up with the teachers every week to update their hard drives. So I just realized that this was just another crazy approach. So I created a Google Drive folder where all the teachers had the access to the folders. And another small detail that simplified everything and prepared me for what was coming next. So I got two grants. One grant was for my books, and the other grant was for the platform. And I realized that even though everything is on the G Drive, it's not sellable. I need to approach other language schools and teachers who want to use my method. It has to be in a professional format. So I got an EU grant for regional development here in Zator in Poland. And I hired a company, and unfortunately, the company failed me and they kind of scammed me and they did not deliver. So the deadline for the closing the grant was coming up. All the money was gone. I didn't have money to find another platform developer, a person who would build another platform for me because I had already given the other company 20,000 euro, which they did not deliver. They did not do my platform. So I was so down. I was depressed. I didn't know what to do. And it's like you're holding something and everything is slipping away. You're like, if I don't deliver the platform, I'm going to lose the grant. So I had two choices: give up or build my platform myself. So since I had already taught myself Photoshop and I had already taught myself how to publish the books because I learned how to, it's called Scribus. It's an open source program. I learned how to publish books by myself. And I said, like, since I already know Photoshop, Scribus, then I'm going to teach myself how to build my own platform. Yeah. So this really inspired me, and I was so lucky because when I decided to build my platform, AI vibe coding came up, and because of this coding, I was able to start. So I started with Replit, and Replit was not it, unfortunately. Good platform, but it wasn't it. And then Lovable came up, and I ended up start. And then in June this year, there was Lovable shipped, and I joined the competition. And actually, when I joined the competition not to win or not to be a finalist or anything. I joined the platform to finish my platform before September because September is when schools start and that's when I have to sell my platform. So my aim was not winning. My aim was like, let me join this competition. I have 6 weeks to build. I have 6 weeks to ship my platform. I'm going to have some motivation. Every week we had some assignments to do. I completed them. I did what I had to do. I learned a lot. So it was just coincidence that the Lovable ship happened, and because of it, I managed to complete my platform. Yes. So yeah. So one thing when it comes to building, I want to say is the hidden part, the part where people do not see, the part that shapes everything. And I'm going to share. I'm going to share you something. So I have 178 units and 10 books, 178 units, and each unit has 50 to 200 images. And guys, when you're building, you need to be very, very patient, and you need to be very consistent and know what you want. So like I have over 20,000 slides, images, all generated by AI and everything. Each and every image and slide one by one, every book, every unit, every slide, every question, every answer. There was no automation. Like everything was done by hand. And I just want to show a quick, I don't know if you'll be able to see. I just show a quick example. Hold on, if you'll be able to see. Can you see my screen or not? Oh my goodness. I don't know if here we go. I just want to show you an Excel file. One of many Excel files where I needed to go through each and every image. And with each and every image I just had to name each name of the file. I don't know why it's not showing the name of the file, but you automate every single thing. Make sure that each question is I don't know why I can't. There's something blocking it. I don't know. 1 minute. I don't know why it's been blocked, but I just wanted to show you that every question, everything was done handmade. I had to hand every question that you see on my platform was not automated. You need to have the patience to make sure that each question you see here on the top of my platform, each and every single question was done manually. So I have over 25,000 questions which were done manually on Excel sheets. There you go. Now it's showing. You can see the name of the file, the name, the 02ED, everything was done manually. So guys, when you're doing it, it's very important to do it because you need to have a lot of patience. It's long nights, but it's a very clear sense of directions because these file names became the backbone of my platform. They allowed me to link the questions, the answers, the images, the games, the logic, and everything needed to be collected. And if you don't have structure in your platform, everything starts breaking, everything starts going haywire. So before you start building a platform, it's very, very important to have some structure, to know what you want, to have one source of truth. I'm going to stop to share. And it's not just like you go and you vibe code and you're like, okay, I want this and everything. It depends, of course, on what you're building. But for you, it's very important for you to, when you start building your platform, you have one source of truth. Because in the beginning, when I started vibe coding, I was like, I created too many tables, a table for payments, a table for attendance, a table for contracts, a table for this. And everything was everywhere floating somewhere in the platform and was so difficult to link everything together. So one thing which I really learned from vibe coding is it's very important, is one source of truth. So before you type in what you want to build, make sure you have one source of truth, one central data set one place where everything is stored so that you don't have everything all over the place. Yeah. And this concept of one source of truth really builds my platform. I've also built another platform for my school itself, and it has saved me so much time, and everything, all the logic and all the information is taken from one place. I wish I had someone who had told me this before, because I'd have saved so much time, so much confusion, and so many credits. But building needs a lot of consistency, a lot of patience, and once you're patient and you know what you want, then your platform, your app, your website will be perfect. Yes. So let's go back. So in June, I told you I joined Lovable Shift, and this 6 weeks of pressure really changed everything. I learned how to pitch. I learned how to show progress in building. I learned how to do change logs. I didn't even know what a change log was. I didn't even know what is UI and UX, but okay. But after all these 6 weeks, I ended up being number 3 out of over 6,000 participants. And for me, it was just surreal. Um, this lovable ship program, which I joined, like, it just didn't help me build a platform. It made me create something which I thought was not possible. So it can be anyone. If you have a vision, if you have one source of truth, you know exactly what you want in your platform, then you can build anything. Okay. The program was it was the Lovable Ship program, I think, will be in February, from what I heard. But the Lovable Ship program was between June and September. So I was the only woman who qualified for the Lovable Ship program, top 10. I was number 3. And Lovable sponsored us a trip to Sweden. We ended up meeting the CEO, Anton Osika. We ended up meeting Felice Hart. We ended up meeting amazing people. And they sponsored the trip. It was an amazing, guys. And I also, when the Lovable Ship 2 will come up, I encourage you guys to join this. It's amazing, and you also get financial, like, benefits as well. Every week there are prices and everything. So I really encourage you to also join Lovable Ship. Okay, let's continue. So um, it doesn't stop there. So I already have a working platform. I have teachers using it. I have schools using. I have 3 schools using it. It's not a lot. It's not like millions of dollars, but it's the beginning. But it doesn't stop there. You've completed your app. You've completed your platform. You've completed everything. It doesn't stop there, guys. I have applied to so many competitions, accelerators, pitch events, grants. There are so many places I've applied to that I even lost. I even lost I even lost track on what I've applied to. That I even created another app to track the competition and pitch events and all the stuff, to track what I've applied for, because it's just so many. And my Excel sheet was going crazy. I was like, no, I'm going to create an app to track what I have applied for. So it's why am I telling you guys that you just don't stop on building? It's very important to to spread your wings. So the fact that you apply to pitch events or accelerators or competitions, it improves your product as well. It improves it. You get to know what you have to do, what questions are going to be asked. If you're looking for angel investors, if you're looking for people who want to invest in your platform or your app. So my app has tracked my journey, and it's very poetic because I see all the competitions and stuff I've applied to, and it's telling me, oh, it has a reminder, apply to this, apply to this. So by applying, I actually just discovered the Dohe program. So I just qualified for it, and I have a 6 months training program to learn how to grow your platform, how to market it, how to sell it, how to refine your product, what you should say to investors. So it's very, very important that building does not end when your platform launches. Building ends when you stop learning, and you cannot stop learning. You must evolve with your product and build it always, okay? So now currently with my platform, I'm like at crossroads. I'm like, I don't know what to do yet, because I have 2 beautiful ideas growing at the same time. And I'll share you my platform for you guys to see what I'm talking about. And this is my platform. And what I want to do is either to have a teacher marketplace where teachers can earn money, log in and use a ready-made curriculum, teach live lessons, and earn money from my platform. And another one is my AI tutor. So because I told you before, I have over 20,000 question data set. A 20,000 data set. It's loading because there are lots of images anyway. I have a 20,000 plus data set of AI questions. I want to put and implement this to an app where my AI tutor will talk to the children using the images and the questions which I have already created. This data set, the data set which is really, really valuable, I think, because it's to die for, because it's classroom tested for over 5 years. So I'd have an app, and as well as the app, I would have a platform where teachers could earn money using my platform. So I don't know what direction will win fast. Right now, I'm just like two options: the app or the teacher marketplace. I don't know where I'm going to go, but I know that both will grow step by step and detail by detail. You just have to be patient and see what will work first. So I want to close. I know I talk too much. What lessons do you need to learn from me? I'm not a professional, but I have some small advice. Once you're building your or starting to build your platform, start small and have a clear vision of what you want to do. Write it down. What are you going to connect your app? What is this? What is that? You need to have one source of truth, and um, you don't need to know everything. You learn by making mistakes. If I told you how many credits I have lost and used, and I had to reboot my platform again because of the mistakes I've made, that's definitely is going to happen. But small actions create big changes, guys. Small habits create strong systems as well, and you need to be courageous. Don't be scared to apply for a grant. Don't be afraid to apply for a pitch competition. Don't be afraid. Just be courageous. What happens happens. I know. If you mess up, you mess up. You learn from your mistakes. Yeah. So if a teacher who's 46 years old can learn how to Photoshop and scribbles coding and UX and databases and CSV, linking images to sliders and blah, 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 then anyone can do it, guys. Anyone can do it, okay? So just like something like a picture of a cat sitting on a toilet, like I'd said before, you can start from a small thing and spread your wings. Okay, thank you guys. I think I've talked too much. Oh my god. Anyway.
Isa, you're all good. Thank you so much. We do have two questions here in the
Ooh.
Q&A box. So the first one is, let's see. Hi, thank you for sharing such great tips. Curious, what database did you use and how did you connect it?
Okay, so when I started, so what I had was I had actually I learned from Lovable Shift. So I had a problem with Replit. I had a problem to connect my images, the questions to the images to the slider, and I was using Replit directly. And oh my God, I think 6 months wasted. It was almost impossible. So in the Lovable Ship program, I put my problem. I wrote it in the chat. Guys, I have a problem. Can you help me? What should you do? What should I do to link my images to my questions? And someone told me try Superbase. So I was like, Superbase? I was like, yeah, all you need to do is put your questions in the questions on one column, the answers in the next column, and number them and link it to the images which I have on Amazon Drive. And I put it on the Excel sheet. I converted it to CSV, and then I uploaded it to Superbase. And once I did this in a month, something that took me 6 months to link on Replit took me over 2 or 3 days. And I managed to link my questions, my images, my slides, and everything worked perfectly without any problems. Yeah. So I use Superbase. So most of my images are stored on Amazon. My questions are stored on Superbase, and the product is shown on the Lovable platform. And guys, I want to say that I do not know there are all these other platforms people are using to code. Everything I've done is on Lovable. I have not used any I don't know what you call it. The other, well, they're very famous. I don't know. They use it for web building. I don't know what they're called. Everything I've done is on Lovable. I haven't used anything else. Everything is on Lovable. Everything is connected with Lovable. Like, everyone is like, how did you do it? I was like, I don't remember the other. I keep on forgetting it. I don't know if you know, or what other platforms do they use for building? I don't know what there is. There's Replit. There is Claude. I think it's Claude or something like this. I don't know, Claude or, yeah, everyone uses this Claude. This, no, I haven't used any of this. Everything is on Lava, but everyone is like, how did you do it? I was like, I don't know. I just did it. So I used everything on Lovable. So that's how I linked all my images, all the lesson planning, the teacher guides, the everything. For example, I have here like all my units, everything. It's like, for example, here you have crazy looks, and then you have your teacher guide, your printable lessons, videos. Everything is on Superbase. All the videos, all the games, all the printable lessons, the teacher guide as well. Everything is on Superbase, connected with Amazon Drive, Amazon something, and Lovable. Yeah. So quite something like this. And I use direct method to teach English. So it's, you ask the question and you have to prompt the answer. That's the method used to learn English. So it's more of a conversation. As you can see, this is like for like teenagers. This is a lesson for teenagers, and you can see it's thought-provoking questions and stuff like that. Yeah. So that's how it looks like. Oh, I need to, yeah, to put on my battery. Yeah. Any other? I think I hope I've answered your question. I hope.
Awesome. Thank you. I think the next question is more for me.
Mhm.
I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing this correctly. Funmi?
For me.
Um, about using the same app that you'll be building in She Builds for Lovable Shipped. So I personally only work on the She Build side of things, but I'll be happy to get you the information for Shipped. So let me send you my email address here in the chat. If you could please send me an email with that question so I can get back to you with the information from the right people, I'll be happy to get that for you. Now for you, Isa, the next question is, how did you start prompting on Lovable? Did you start building pages one by one, or did you prompt to build the whole website at once?
Oh no. So the first I started with now how did I start? Let me think first nicely. So first of all, my main concern was this slider. This slider caused me hell, to be honest. So first I had the slider, and then once I did the slider and I connected the images, and then the rest was good to go, because this was the most difficult part of my platform, was connecting the questions and the images. So once the slider, this the way you look at it as it is right now, that worked. Then once I did that, and then I started with the page, yeah. So I knew that I'm selling to school. So first was the slider, and then I knew the slider is okay. Then I was like, okay, now the slider works. I know that it's good. Now let me focus on the main page. So I have a school, so I knew exactly what I wanted. So I had already written it on a piece of paper. It's the old school, guys. You take a piece of paper, you write homepage, about us, books, pricing. You have your page there. You write it on how your website is going to look like. I took a photo, whoop, and then I pasted it on Lovable, and Lovable created what I wanted. So a good way of also envisioning your product is taking a piece of paper, imagining how your platform would look like, and taking the photo of what you've drawn and pasting it on the chart. And I already knew how it was. And then once I slowly slowly got the homepage and everything, and then I like put the books as well, and then it just came. So I first I prompted the slider, which was the problem for me, and then later on I built the website around the slider. Yeah. Another thing I want to say about building, every detail works, and I have a pet peeve on icons. Now, I hate using these generic icons. I think you need to invest money for these movable icons. They don't cost a lot, they cost very little, because your aesthetic of your page is very important. I hate the generic icons. I loathe them. I get rid of them when I see them. I just get, and I think investing money for your icons to look good, the color to match with your whole theme of your page is very important. I love detail. I like, if one part of my page doesn't work, I can even use 200 credits to fix it. It has to be perfect. Until it's perfect, then I'll not continue to the next thing. So placement is very, don't put a lot of text in your pages, not a lot of information. Imagine that it's you reading an ad. What would you read in that ad? As little text as possible, but to get your message across. Because if you put so much text in your stuff, it's, believe me, nobody will read it. So you need to be very, your work has to be, your platform has to be balanced. It has to look nice. It has to be visually appealing. And I'm sorry, maybe Lovable generates this generic icons, but I get rid of them because I think it looks very AI-ish. I don't know if that's the word. And I would get rid of them and download better icons for your page, which would be the same color, scheme as what you have, and don't use too many colors. If you're going to focus on blue, focus on blue, not 20, 100 colors on your page and everything. It has to match, it has to look nice, it has to be pleasant to the eye, it must be attractive so somebody can be able to go through your website with the one click and know what you're selling and what product you want to do. Oh, I hope that helped. Yeah.
Amazing. Yeah, I mean, it's visual English for
It's
a reason. So that's awesome. Thank you so much for your time, everyone. And Isa, thank you so much again for being here,
You're
for
welcome. Thank you for
sharing.
having me. Thanks, Whitney. Thanks, Alana. Thank you very much, all of you guys, for inviting me once again. I'm
Thank
not
you for letting us have you. This was
okay.
amazing. You did great. And
Okay. Okay.
this was super insightful and inspiring. So thank you again for.
Okay, guys, take care. I wish you good luck on She Builds. Build, detail, one source of truth, guys. Okay. So have a wonderful today's Tuesday. Have a wonderful week. Okay, then.
Take care. Thank you so much, everyone, for being here. Thank you, Isa, again. That was
Okay.
amazing. Have a fantastic rest of your day or evening, wherever you are.
Bye. Bye.
Take care. Bye bye.